In the heart of New York City this week, Selena Gomez just pulled off one of the boldest and most talked about celebrity marketing stunts of the year, launching Rare Eau de Parfum, the first ever fragrance from her billion-dollar rare beauty brand, with massive scratch-and-sniff billboards plastered across Soho, Canal Street, and the High Line. Yes, you heard that right, actual scented billboards, letting fans get a whiff of vanilla and warm spice just by rubbing the ad. It's an old-school sensory gimmick in a digital world, but one that's already gone viral on TikTok and Instagram, proving that when Selena steps into a new market, she does it with the kind of flair that makes the entire industry stop and take notes. Selena didn't just show up for this launch. She arrived like the living embodiment of the perfume itself, stepping out in a floor-length ivory cult Gaia gown with delicate fringe that caught every flash of the camera. She paired it with a sleek, pulled-back ponytail and minimalist white mules. The outfit was pure elegance with just enough shimmer to feel modern, a perfect visual match to the fragrance's blend of creamy vanilla, almond blossom, and a hint of pink pepper. Photographers swarmed, influencers lined the streets, and every frame of her arrival instantly looked like it belonged in a rare beauty campaign. This wasn't just a product reveal. It was Selena using her personal style as part of the brand's storytelling, selling the dream before anyone even opened the bottle. Even the smallest details were part of the performance. Just days before the launch, Selena swapped her summery, soft-serve nail look for a richer, more sophisticated shade dubbed Spicy Pink Pepper, a perfect nod to one of the fragrance's key notes. It's a subtle move that most celebrities might overlook, but for Selena, these choices are deliberate. She knows her audience notices everything, from her hair to her manicure, and each element becomes a visual clue about the product she's promoting. On social media, close-up shots of her nails started trending alongside the perfume hashtag, giving Rare Eau de Parfum a second wave of buzz without a single extra dollar in advertising. But as big as this perfume launch was, it's really just the opening act for what might be the most talked about event of Selena's year, her wedding to music producer Benny Blanco. Scheduled for next month in the ultra-exclusive enclave of Montecito, California, the celebration is reportedly set to span 2 days, with an intimate ceremony followed by a star-studded reception. Sources close to the couple say it will be a strictly private affair, but in Hollywood, private usually means the guest list is even more intriguing, and that's exactly where the speculation begins. Fans are already wondering who's in, who's out, and how this wedding could become one of the most dissected celebrity gatherings of the decade. Reports are already swirling about a brewing tension over who will actually score an invite. According to coverage from outlets including the Times of India, there's talk that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's close loyalty to Selena may come at the expense of other big names, most notably Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. While no one in the inner circle has confirmed the rumor, the idea of a seating plan shaped by shifting celebrity alliances has fans buzzing. It's the kind of behind-the-scenes drama that fuels weeks of speculation. And for Selena, it means her wedding isn't just a personal milestone. It's a potential tabloid spectacle before a single photo is even taken. In Hollywood, friendships can be as fragile as they are high profile, and the wedding guest list has become a subtle reflection of those shifting alliances. Taylor Swift and Blake Lively have been close for years, but Taylor's unwavering support for Selena, both publicly and in private, has reportedly complicated things. Add Travis Kelce into the mix, now a fixture in Taylor's life and a major draw for paparazzi, and suddenly the balance of the event changes. If Blake and Ryan are indeed left off the list, it won't just be a matter of seating arrangements. It will be seen as a quiet declaration of where loyalties now lie. For a ceremony that's meant to be about love, it's already become an unspoken statement about who stands where in one of entertainment's most closely watched social circles. Amid the whirlwind of perfume launches and wedding headlines, Selena recently opened up about something far more personal, her deep emotional connection to the 2011 anthem, Who Says. Speaking on the Therapist with Jake Shane podcast, she revealed that the song still holds a special place in her heart more than a decade later, describing it as one of the most powerful moments of her career whenever she performed it live. Now, she's seriously considering re-recording the track, not to modernize it, but to capture it with the voice and perspective she has today. For fans who grew up with that song as a self-esteem lifeline, the idea of a new version isn't just nostalgic. It feels like an emotional reunion. Revisiting Who Says now could be far more than a nostalgic nod to the past. It could be a strategic masterstroke. Back in 2011, the song debuted at number 21 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became an anthem for self-worth, especially among younger fans who saw Selena as the relatable alternative to the over-polished pop stars dominating the charts. Fast forward to today, and both Selena and her audience have grown up. A re-recorded version, released in the current climate of streaming virality and TikTok-driven trends, could reintroduce the song to a whole new generation, while reigniting the bond she shares with longtime supporters. Add in the potential for a stripped-back, more vulnerable arrangement, and suddenly, Who Says becomes not just a re-release, but a statement of resilience. A reminder that Selena's core message hasn't changed, even if her life has. If there's one thing that sets Selena apart in an industry where fame can be fleeting, it's the way she's earned the respect of other major names who have been in the spotlight far longer than she has. Just recently, Jennifer Aniston, one of Hollywood's most enduring stars, spoke openly about her admiration for Selena, calling her an angel, and crediting her with helping her navigate the sometimes overwhelming world of social media. That's not a small compliment. Aniston, who built her career in the pre-Instagram era, has been famously cautious about online life. So for her to point to Selena as a kind of mentor in that space says a lot about how deeply Selena understands both her audience and the mechanics of modern fame. It's the kind of endorsement money can't buy. A blend of personal trust, professional admiration, and public acknowledgement that reinforces Selena's status as more than just a pop star or actress. She's become a trusted figure in Hollywood, someone even the most established names turn to for advice in a rapidly changing media landscape. And that's worth remembering. In an age when clout is often mistaken for credibility, Selena has quietly built both. Selena's ability to connect with her audience isn't limited to red carpets or carefully staged brand campaigns. Sometimes, it's in the most unexpected settings. Just before the Rare Eau de Parfum launch, she invited Indian beauty influencer Ankush Bahuguna to her Malibu home for a baking session that ended up going viral in its own right. The two made pistachio tiramisu together, an unusual but visually stunning dessert that perfectly matched the fragrance's warm, nutty notes. It wasn't just a PR stunt. The chemistry between them was real, full of laughter, small kitchen mishaps, and casual conversation that made fans feel like they were watching a genuine friendship unfold. In an era where influencer collaborations can feel painfully forced, this one worked because it didn't try too hard. It was Selena in her natural element, warm, approachable, and quietly letting the product take center stage without ever having to hard sell it. Clips from the day spread quickly across Instagram and TikTok, picking up millions of views and giving Rare Beauty a kind of grassroots buzz that no amount of glossy advertising could replicate. It's a reminder that for Selena, the magic often happens in the spaces where celebrity polish meets everyday relatability. When Rare Beauty first launched in 2020, there were plenty of skeptics. After all, the celebrity beauty market was already crowded with big names pushing lip kits, contour palettes, and skin serums. But Selena didn't enter the space to cash in on a quick trend. She built Rare Beauty with a clear mission: to create high-quality, accessible products while championing mental health awareness through the brand's Rare Impact Fund. That approach resonated immediately. Products like the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush and Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer didn't just trend online. They sold out globally and became staples in everyday makeup routines from Los Angeles to London to Mumbai. The numbers speak for themselves. Rare Beauty is now valued at over $1 billion, with products carried in over 30 countries. And now, with the launch of Rare Eau de Parfum, Selena is stepping into one of the most competitive markets in beauty, fragrance. But she's not doing it quietly. Between the scented billboards, the high-fashion launch look, and the influencer collaborations, this campaign is showing the same mix of authenticity and savvy that turned Rare Beauty from a wait-and-see brand into a worldwide phenomenon. It's a case study in how to play the long game in a market that's obsessed with quick wins. What's striking about Selena's current moment in the spotlight is that she's juggling more high-profile commitments than most celebrities would dare to take on at once. And yet, she's managing it without showing signs of burnout. On one side, there's Rare Beauty, now expanding into the fragrance world with a headline-grabbing launch. On another, there's her acting work, from the ongoing success of Only Murders in the Building to film projects waiting in the wings. Add in her music career with the possibility of a Who Says re-recording and the speculation around a nostalgia-fueled tour, and it's a workload that could easily overwhelm even the most seasoned star. But Selena has been open about her boundaries, often speaking publicly about the importance of mental health and knowing when to step back. That balance has become part of her brand. She doesn't pretend to be invincible, and that honesty has only made her more relatable to fans. It's a rare thing in entertainment, a celebrity who can sustain a global empire while still projecting the image of someone who would rather bake dessert in her kitchen than chase the next paparazzi shot. In an industry that rewards constant exposure, Selena's deliberate pacing might just be the secret to her longevity. Looking at the sheer scope of what Selena has achieved in just the first half of this year, it's hard not to see 2025 as a potential turning point, the kind of year that gets mentioned in future retrospectives about her career. She's launched a high-end fragrance that's already dominating social media conversations, navigated wedding preparations under the microscope of the celebrity press, reignited interest in one of her most beloved songs, and maintained the kind of Hollywood connections that most stars can only dream of. Each of these moves would be noteworthy on its own, but together they paint the picture of a multifaceted public figure in complete control of her narrative. There's a deliberate layering to it. The rare beauty campaigns keep her in the beauty and fashion headlines, her music news resonates with longtime fans, and her wedding updates tap into pop culture's obsession with love stories and high-profile relationships. In other words, Selena isn't just having a good year, she's crafting a legacy moment. By the time December rolls around, it's entirely possible that 2025 will be remembered as the year Selena Gomez went from superstar to icon. For us here at Celeb Wire, watching Selena's year unfold has been like tracking a masterclass in modern celebrity strategy. Every move she's made, from those scratch-and-sniff billboards in the middle of Manhattan to the intimate kitchen moments with influencers, feels intentional, layered, and perfectly timed. She's capturing multiple audiences at once. Beauty lovers are hooked on Rare's latest launches. Music fans are bracing for that possible Who Says revival, and pop culture watchers are glued to every drip of wedding gossip. What makes it work is how seamlessly she moves between these worlds without ever seeming stretched too thin. That's rare in this industry, and it's why Selena commands the kind of loyalty and engagement that most stars spend entire careers chasing. On Celeb Wire, we've covered countless celebrity stories, but few have this kind of momentum, where each headline doesn't just stand alone, but builds towards something bigger. Right now, Selena isn't just in the news, she is the news. So as we look ahead to the rest of the year, the Montecito wedding, the fragrance's global rollout, and whatever surprises Selena has tucked away, one thing is clear: this is a star operating at the peak of her power. She's found that rare sweet spot where personal milestones, professional achievements, and public image all align, and she's making the most of it. For fans, that means we're getting a front row seat to one of the most exciting chapters of her career. For the media, it means every move she makes is a headline waiting to happen. And for us here at Celeb Wire, it means we'll be right here, breaking it down for you as it happens. From the glitz of the perfume launch to the drama of the guest list and beyond. Let us know in the comments what moment you're most looking forward to. The wedding, the music comeback, or maybe just seeing if those scratch-and-sniff billboards make it to your city. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the next Selena Gomez update. Because trust us, there's always another twist just around the corner.